Hi guys, so today I am doing the 50 facts about me challenge. It's been requested on our joint channel, mine and Alex's, but I'm doing it on my personal channel, so I'll link it in the vlog and I'll also link down below our joint channel. I've got all the facts typed up on my phone. It took me ages to write them because I couldn't think of anything interesting. So some of them are boring, some of them aren't, but we'll see how this goes. So I was born in 1997 on the 30th of January, which means I'm going to be 19 in 15 days, which is really weird. My star sign is Aquarius, so it's like the little water thingies, which is weird because I actually love water. I have one older sister called Kaylee, I have one younger sister called Amy, and then I have three younger brothers, Matthew, William and Thomas. I completed my A-levels last July, so July 2015. I got a B, 2 C's and a D. I love to read historical books, especially on the Tudors, so I like reading about Anne Boleyn, and my favourite author is Philippa Gregory with that. She's also got a few TV series based on her books now. I don't like to follow trends. I don't know why, I never have, possibly never will. I can count the number of friends I have, like true friends, on one hand, which I like to have I'd rather have a few friends that I know I can trust than a load of friends that I don't know. My best friend, Laura, is currently studying in Coventry University and I miss her so much. It's so weird not to have your best friend around, and she's only in her first year, so I've got another 3 years to go. I can spend countless hours just sitting and organising things just so it's the way I like it. The living room, when we moved in, Alex had no say in how it was organised. It was how I wanted it, and it's not how I want it now, but I've done the best that we could do with what we've got. It's our first flat, so we haven't got everything we need. Like, we still haven't got chest of drawers yet, but hopefully we'll be getting them soon. Everything on my computer is organised into files, and there is files within those files, so everything has its little section and I don't like it being out of place. I have smoked cigarettes, and I am currently trying to quit, but I have never done drugs, so I have never smoked weed or anything, and I will never smoke weed. I drink alcohol when I'm out with friends or I'm at dinner, but I don't really drink that much at home. I had a glass of champagne New Year's Eve when it hit midnight, but that was it. We have a lot of alcohol in the kitchen, but I rarely drink it. But I do like cocktails. My favourite would be Sex on the Beach. I do like Sex on the Beach. I don't like chocolate ice cream or chocolate milkshakes, but I do like chocolate, and it's really weird because I love chocolate and I can sit and eat chocolate all day, but I won't drink chocolate milk or anything like that. So I love chips or French fries, as it is in America. A few times when me and Alex hasn't been really hungry for dinner, I will just cook up a tray of chips and that's our dinner. When someone asks about a diet, I'll never say I'm on a diet because I don't believe diets are good. I'll always say I'm not dieting, I'm just healthy eating, and there is a big difference between dieting and healthy eating. Some people call me nerd, some people call me a geek, some people call me psycho. I've had a lot of names being called, but I don't listen to anyone about myself. At the end of the day, I am who I am, and no amount of name calling is going to change that. I can't stand the C word. It is an absolutely horrid word, and anytime anyone says it around me, I get really upset. I think I've cried once when someone said that around me, and I don't think they've ever said that around me again. I am a good listener, but when I get overexcited about the topic being discussed, I frequently butt in, and I can't even say frequently properly, but I will butt in, and Alex finds it really frustrating. I was bullied constantly in school. I have been since I was in year 7, all the way through till I left school. I was bullied. There was constant rumours about me, and I absolutely hated it. Me and Alex are engaged, and I am really excited to be able to spend my life with him. A lot of people have said, but you're only 18. How do you know? When you find it, you just know. You know it feels right. So I'm really happy with Alex. So I love the colour purple. Purple is my favourite colour, but blue is a very close second. If they don't have something in purple that I want, then I'll get it in blue. My favourite number is 6, but I don't actually know why my favourite number is 6. Okay, my favourite weekday used to be a Wednesday because it was the day I went and played rugby, but it's since turned to Friday. I don't know why, but I seem to like Friday, so today is a really good day for me because it's Friday. I tend to think things and then I overthink what I thought, and then I overthink the overthinking thoughts. And it is quite frustrating because I overthink a lot and I'll get upset if I overthink things. So I can spend countless hours doing nothing but thinking. So I can sit there for hours staring into blank space thinking about something. But a lot of it, I can't actually remember what I thought of when I come out of it. So it is quite weird. I've lost it. Where is it gone? I rarely make promises, and I don't believe promises are things that can be made willy-nilly. I will only ever make a promise if I know I can keep it and I know it's right, like promising, saying yes to Alex when he proposed, because that is a life promise and I know I can keep that because I do love him. Even little things, I will Google them before I've even thought about them, and then I'll look at the answer on Google and I'll be like, I knew that already. Why didn't I just think of that? I don't like Samsung or Android. I've never been able to get used to them. Like, Alex has a Galaxy Note and I don't know how it works. Like, I just can't work it. So and I have the iPhone. I've had an iPhone for a long time and that's what I'm going to stick to. I am, or was, a perfectionist when it came to school and studying. I'd write something, and if it wasn't neat, if it wasn't colour coded correctly, or if I had done one page, turned it over, done the other page and I'd made a mistake, I would go back and rewrite both pages. And it was really frustrating to a point where I had to not do that at one point with coursework because I just didn't have the time to do it. But oh well. I did alright, so it's not too bad. I've always, when I was little, I always wanted to be a vet. And I got really upset when results day came and I found out I couldn't do it, and I cried for the whole day. I was so upset. but it wasn't until I had cried that I had to stop myself and think, well, actually, what am I going to do now? And then had to go back in the next day to talk through my A-levels and what I was going to do, because I couldn't go on to do what I wanted to do. Let's see. Okay. I don't speak. I've lived with my dad pretty much all my life, but now we are not talking, and I've only, after 7 years, just got back in contact with my mum. I've been talking to her since August, and things are going really well, and I love the fact that my mum is back in my life. So I am really happy that she's back now. I find it really difficult to speak my mind, and that's through always being put down, and I never wanted to say what I had to say because I always felt like I was going to be put down or yelled at or something. So and a lot of the time I will shout rather than talk, and Alex has said this on countless occasions: Hannah, why are you shouting, why are you shouting? I don't mean to do it. It's purely because I've always been in a big group of girls where you have to fight to be heard, and it's only recently, now I don't go to school and I'm starting work, that I'm having to, I've got out of the habit, but there's still occasions where I do it. I don't like plain milk, and I don't like chocolate milk, but I can drink any other flavoured milk, which is really weird because I like milk when it's stuff like Angel Delight, or it's milkshakes, or it's milk in a cup of tea, but I don't like milk itself. I don't know, I just never have really. When I used to watch dance movies when I was little, I used to copy the dance moves and think I was an amazing dancer until I'd fall flat on my face in front of everyone and everyone would laugh. And I found it so funny that I thought I could be a dancer, and I was amazing at all these dance moves, at ballet, at street, at tap, and I wasn't any good at any of it. But I always found that really funny. I liked dancing. And on that, 38, is that I am really clumsy. And if you've seen our whipped cream challenge, you'll know that I am clumsy and I will trip over my own feet. It's known I tripped over my own feet the other day when we're out on a walk. I trip over my own feet. So I don't know, I've just always been clumsy. Alright, so next one is I have 2 tattoos. I have this one on my wrist and I have one on the back of my shoulder, and it's 2 stars, one above the other, like in Peter Pan, the Neverland stars. I used to love Peter Pan to pieces, and that was my first ever tattoo. I got it for myself on my 18th birthday. My first job was waitressing in a little Italian restaurant where I used to live. I absolutely used to love it, and I got really upset when I had to stop waitressing. I absolutely love Chinese food. I can sit there and eat Chinese food all day, every day, if I had the money. I wouldn't make it myself because it's not as good as when you make it yourself. I prefer our local Chinese. They do the best chicken chow mein, and I would eat that every day if I could. My favourite perfume currently is Love Dose by Diesel, and I've just run out of it and I'm quite upset because I can't actually replace it, but I've got so many perfumes that I need to use first before I get a new one. My favourite type of makeup is either lipstick or lip gloss. I have more lip products than I do any anything else. I have a lot of eyeshadows and a lot of brushes, but my lipsticks and lip glosses are what I like, and they're what I have most. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe that there is a God, but, and this is another fact, I do go to church with Alex, his parents and his grandparents on Christmas Day, or Easter or any other big event, because that's what Alex has been brought up in, and he's not so religious now, but to him he does it because that's what he's been brought up in. So I will go to church with him. Okay, I don't feel comfortable. I have met the Reverend, and she was a lovely lady, and she's a family friend of theirs, and I get on really well with her, but I don't believe in religion, so I don't believe that there's a God or anything. In contradiction to that though, another fact is that I do want a church wedding. I do want to get married in the church, and me and Alex have spoke about this, and we don't want a big wedding, but the one thing that we both said we do want is for the actual ceremony itself to be in a church, because it is going to be our only wedding, and obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but the one thing we have said is that we do want a church wedding, so we're going to have a church wedding. We just don't know when. Me and Alex want 2 children. We both would like a boy and a girl, but obviously how that works, we don't know. We could have 2 girls, we could have 2 boys, we could just have 1 child, we don't know. But we would like 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl, and we actually know the names of both of our children already, which is really sad. When we buy our first house, we want to be able to have a few dogs and cats. We both like German Shepherds, so we want to get a German Shepherd. Ideally we would like them to be sort of puppies, but obviously we don't know how that's going to go, so hopefully we could buy a house soon. It's going to take a while, but I used to play rugby for Olney Rugby, Olney Girls Rugby Club, and I absolutely loved it. I loved being able to get my aggression out, and I loved how on the pitch it would all be so horrible, but then after the game it was all, oh, do you want a drink, I'll get you one. It was, everything that happened on the pitch was left on the pitch, and that's what I loved about rugby. And I don't think I would ever want to play another sport. I know I used to play football, but I don't think I'd want to play another sport after that. And the last fact about Hannah of the day is that I have planned what I'm going to get when I win the lottery, and if I win the lottery. I say when as if I am going to. Yes, I have planned what I'm going to do when I win the lottery. So some of the money will be going to my family, friends. We're gonna buy our own house, we're gonna put money into savings, but otherwise we're not gonna live like we're rich, because I don't want to be treated like, oh, you're this big rich person, lend me some money. I want to live a normal life with my family. So yeah, so that is the end of this video today. If you have any comments that you'd like to leave or anything you'd like me to do, then just post it down below. If you like the video, then give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, then subscribe. I will link down below all social media, as well as mine and Alex's channels, well, our joint channel and his channel. So yeah, I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye.